loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. They go screen. This is Ingram. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. 48 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. It's caught by Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Come on, Shaq. Continue running. Continue running. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Let's bring it.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Jackson now. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Saints 3.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Again, Jackson going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 53 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Save.
From the gun, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Jackson operating from the gun. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with England, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on 1st down, Bridgewater, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Bridgewater. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I question his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect, and that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Set, back. Hey, come on. Watch the slant.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater, Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He completes it to Bryant, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down, New Orleans.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Lutz good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Jackson now. Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Stage situation. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. It's all right.
Here's Jackson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Taking it about the 16. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
47. Pick me up. Here we go. Check light 47.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, check. Lucky. 49. Check 49.
It's a give to the right. Ingram. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On the double. Mike's Down to lose one. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On first down, it's Ingram. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Check, 47. Curl. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
47's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Here we go. That's it. Check 18 Gator. Both 7's the mic. Both 7's the mic. I got him. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
To throw again is Jackson. Dancing to his and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as the Ravens push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike 54. Let's go one more.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Bridgewater. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey. 4 down. Check, 55, come on.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Don't get nervous. 47's the mic, boy, 47.
On third down, Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw, Bridgewater. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Bridgewater. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
65.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Matt Judon, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle, finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Saints on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Bridgewater now. The open man is Smith. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Dent. throws, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes.
Strong right. Strong right. Hey, 4 down. 4 down. Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 5.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On second and very short, Bridgewater. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Now,
No time this, playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it.